Alright, we are back again. Just gonna check and make sure that things are streaming properly. Still somewhat new to streaming, but it looks like we're good. Okay, so, from last time, last adventure, I guess, installment, if you will, so we had made our way out of Baraghost, and we were moving sort of southwest towards Nashkel mines. Montserrat and Zar were kicking up sort of a stink a couple of times that they wanted to get there post haste. And so we were on our way when we came across a new companion, Safana, who is a thief, and she informed the party that there was a cave nearby of plunder and spoils that she was more than willing to share with the party, but in doing so, we ended up coming across some flesh golem types, and we had to retreat. Literally, the weapons that we had are ineffective, so, you know, swords, axes, arrows, things would just sort of go into them. They would be unfazed. They are magical creatures that we are not equipped to deal with right now. So, we retreated back. That will be an adventure for another day, but we do need to definitely get moving along now to Nashkel Mines, lest our companions may do more than just make idle threats. Threats that I have not forgotten and will not forget, but still I need these people in my party for now, for safety. So we will make our way under the cover of night. This time, we will we'll still not follow the road necessarily, because we feel it is safer, where we have had many attempts on our lives, bounty hunters and the like, you know, just by following the roads before. So we're gonna sort of not follow the roads as closely, but we are gonna take a more direct route, a little bit of a increased risk, if you will, but we've got to get there. We've got to get there now and see what's going on with this iron shortage situation. Perhaps we'll get some gold for helping out. Who knows? So we got some hobgoblins over there. I think I'll just send in my tanky types and try to save a little bit of ammunition. Shartil got hit. Nothing to it. A little bit of gold certainly helps us out. The party is very gold starved right now. So that is a primary motivation for us right now. Oh, what is this? A ghast. Ghasts can be a little bit more dangerous, so we're gonna attack at range for the moment. And it doesn't even get near us, which is great. It's got an angel skin ring, which is pretty good for selling. Oh, and he had a buddy, so we're gonna cleave him down as well. He's getting a bit closer, so I'm gonna go to melee. But he seems to want to go for Zar, which is not going to happen. Shartil is right behind, ready with a longsword. Dead. I should really collect, I guess, our melee weapons, or our missile weapons, but it's just a little bit annoying, but we need to save cost where we can. We got some squirrels out here in the wilderness. Seems to be a little cave right here, and I just heard another grizzly ghoul, which we will dispatch. Shartil will be held, which is not good, so I need to get into melee range, because now she is pretty well defenseless. My tanky type doesn't appear to want to move. I don't want her to get hit. Okay. He got the focus. He took aggro. Jade ring. And gold and more missile weapons. And somebody leveled up. It was our newly joined party member, which is great. So her thieving skills right now are a little bit generalist. Not really great for setting traps or detecting illusions, but that's fine. That could be more of Montaron's specialty, perhaps, and with the backstabs and things. But I do want her to have the ability to stealth a little bit, so we're going to put a little bit of a focus in a few different areas here. We'll give her 5 here and 5 there, and we'll give her 5 and 5. We'll just give her 5 right across the board. 5 different things I want her to be half decent at. It's more of a generalist sort of mage. Sorry, thief, and 5 categories. And so she gets a proficiency point over here. She's good with daggers already. She's got single weapon style. So I think the next thing we will get her, perhaps, will be... We'll give her longsword. Why not? So she has a couple different weapons that she can stab with, and she has a ranged option, which is great.
Go on then.
So she is good. So now we're going to check this cave out here really quickly. Shartila can sort of chill. Oh, no. Is she coming back? Yeah. I will heal her up before we make our way in here and just sort of peek around. It's just a small cave, it looks like. So we're not going to get too far off track. We do have to make post haste, but it is worth a look into. She is healed up, and in we go. What is in this cave?
You right, what's this then?
I'll send Martuk in. Appears to be nothing in the cave, but a sort of a box with some gold and some healing pots, so that was definitely a help. It will be a help. We got some more goblins, which we'll get all up into and cleave down.
I love bloodshed.
Knowing now that they are at least either with the bandits or allied with the bandits or bandits themselves, great pleasure in cleaving these hobgoblins down.
I'm on it.
And incidentally, every single one of them seems to have either gold or some sort of a ring or gem or something. Ooh, what are these? Or a magical item, which I was not expecting. Now, luckily, we gather our party up here. I did give Zara some identification scrolls, so we're going to have Zara use one of those right now and see what these boots are. Boots of Stealth from a lowly hobgoblin. Worn Whisperers. So, in ages past, a king named Regard was renowned for the spies he kept. So skillful were they that no nook or cranny escaped their eyes, and maps were held for entire castles and towns. Eventually betrayed from within, the tools of their trade were taken and dispersed, ensuring that none could amass such a band again. So, move silently, 20% bonus, and hide in shadows 15. I know who's going to get that. That is going to go to our up-and-coming assassin-y type. So now Montaron has an 80 for move silently and a 75 for hide in shadows. He is an assassin type, and his backstab modifier right now is ×2, but I'm pretty sure they get assassins they get a higher modifier quite quickly, up to ×7. So he's gonna be able to stabby things, hopefully a bit better. Let's just try this out, shall we? Let's see. Montaron. No. Granted, he's not necessarily in a shadow right now. So if he gets into a shadow, he is hiding in shadows. Perhaps now I will stop cursing him. Perhaps. We shall see. And we continue our way south.
It seems that this party isn't as pathetic as I first suspected.
So we are going to head down another wilderness type area. Apparently somehow we are on the road right away, so we're just going to make haste away from that. I don't know how that happens, but alas. We'll also let our tanky types get up front. Perhaps that is the best. Over the woods here, I do see there appears to be some bodies and a jewel or some sort of necklace. So we're gonna take Montaron and we're gonna see if we can't put those boots to use over here and get a little bit of a stealthy look at what's going on. Really quickly, I'm just gonna check my stream here. The Adventures of Martuk. Oops, where's Montaron going? Okay, alright, so we stealthed, we succeeded under the cover of these trees and things. There are bodies here, no sort of indication as to who they are or what, or who did it. Oh, there's who did it. There's who did it. So we'll pull Montaron back a little bit.
You right. Right, what's this then?
And we're going to send our party in. Granted, this is near the road, but we need to see what these group of hobgoblins are doing just standing here. This is not their normal sort of thing to do. It's just be in the middle of the road. So perhaps we can get some clues here as to what they are doing. Now, Mr. Montaron, we're going to try again to make you somewhat useful. I want to see this backstabbing in action, so up behind this hobgoblin. And Montaron! Montaron just did 23 points of piercing damage. Absolutely obliterated that hobgoblin in 2 chunks. Attaboy. Martuk suddenly feels a little bit more happy to have you around. He also just daggered this guy real nice. Just threw a dagger right out there. And we have taken down the hobgoblin threat, from what we can see. We're going to again attempt to hide in shadows over here. Take a little look-see around. I'm so glad that I found those boots. Montaron. For a while there, Montaron was sort of not Martuk's favorite person. So I was sort of afraid that at one point, you know, when Martuk gave him an order or command, that Montaron would fail. And perhaps Martuk would, in a fit of rage, murder him outright. But that seems to be less and less likely at this point, which is good.
Okay.
So my bags are full a little bit. Chartil did break a sword. Shouldn't break a nail, folks. She broke a sword. I wouldn't want to bump into her in a dark alley anywhere. And we're going to loot these other corpses. Got a spell or two. And some valuables. And speaking of valuables, we will see what's over here. These look to be like noblemen type people. Looks like maybe that's the family itself. The I'm not even gonna try. Their family amulet, perhaps. I don't know. We should look at that perhaps and see, are they like a well-known family? Apparently there's nothing of description other than our general amulet, so we will sell that for some money, and in the meantime we'll cross the road. The road seems to be going west, which is where we were going for a while, so now we will make haste to the east, knowing Nashkel is somewhere around this area. We shall continue on. What's this? Some sort of pillar or stonework thing in the ground. Oh, who are you? Portal Bender Winder. Seems to be worse for wear. I don't think our party is going to bother with him. We have more important things. He obviously has no valuables or things that we can help ourselves to further our cause, so that won't be a thing. And let's go. Nashkel. Pretty little unsuspecting town.
With your hurried flight from Candlekeep barely behind you, the troubles facing the Sword Coast seem an unfamiliar blur to your fractured nerves. Gorion would not have you sit idle, however, and perhaps investigating local concerns will shed some light on your own predicament. How the iron shortage or the trouble in the Nashkel mines could possibly be linked to you have no idea.
Interesting. So, we have made it to Nashkel.
Right, what's this then?
We are going to be a little bit cautious because, as you recall, towns which should be safe or provide safety, we've actually had a couple of skirmishes in, bounty hunter types again and things like that, so we're going to be a little bit cautious. This guard is coming up to us. He says, identify yourselves. Let's see. So, once again, talking really quickly about evil and playing sort of smart evil versus dumb hack and slash evil. We just walked into this town. We know we're going to go and investigate the mines, it seems. That seems to be the heart of where the issue with the iron shortage and things is at least stemming from, that we can tell. That's what Monteron and Zar asked us to do. So now that we're in this town, we're going to kind of play it smart evil a little bit and simply say that we are, I'm the party of Martuk, I am Martuk, and this is my band of fellow adventurers. I hear this is a troubled region of late. Allow me to put ourselves at your disposal during our stay here. If you are seeking to resolve troubles, welcome. If you're seeking to cause them, kindly take it elsewhere. Things are not good here, Martuk. So we shall say, what things aren't good? All I've heard are rumors and vague suspicions, which is true. Most of the information I've gathered on what's going on down here has been over several glasses of mead at different inns and things, and the ramblings of Zar and Monteron. And so the guard says, "Aye, what is good around here? Our iron is rotten, and there is talk of demons in the mines. The lower levels have been all but abandoned until this crisis passes, and then there is the question of Commander Bragg. They have stripped him of that title. Rather, I can't read this apparently, but I use it yet. He killed his wife and children in a rage one night, and all who saw him. Then he tore himself away and headed for the hills. He is out there still, and still we mourn, as much for him as for those he's taken. Fie on you now. You have brought tears to the eyes of a soldier." So apparently there are quite many troubles in the region. So we've heard the mines, again, are central to what's going on here, and there seems to be a captain of the guard that has gone sort of AWOL and has murdered and is no longer in town or here, somewhere on the loose. So looks like we've got an inn and we've got a store. How are we doing? We just traveled, so we might want to... Well, we'll see the mayor first. How's that? We'll see the mayor, and then perhaps we may want to rest before setting out on any adventures that he may have in mind for us.
For the glory of arms!
This is the mayor, Baron Gastkill. So, I recognize Zar among you. Zar is the one, of course, who had said that we needed to proceed, or he would want us to proceed, rather, for joining up to Nashkel. I recognize Zar among you, so you must be the group I was expecting. Welcome to Nashkel. I am Baron Gastkill, the mayor. If you are here to help, you'll be treated well, but I expect no treachery on your part. So I guess Zar's reputation precedes him a little bit for that little bit of a comment to be made there. Once again, trying to play it a little bit smart. We are evil, and we are going to look for opportunities perhaps to advance ourselves. But for now, at least, we'll play it nice. So we will say, what is your trouble? And, well, yeah, we will say that. That seems like a Martuk sort of response. We're not being mean. We want to know. What do I get for helping? Concerned about nothing but what is in it for you. I should have expected no less. So be it. We need the Nashkel mines secured. Miners are going missing, and the ore we do retrieve is tainted somehow. The town guards are busy enough with bandit raids, so we need you to tackle whatever is underground. The town can give you a reward of 900 gold pieces. We are a small community, and that is all we can afford. Please, go now and do what you can. Well, that sounds fine to me. 900 gold pieces is absolutely perfect. So I think before we set out, we are going to check out the store here, and then we're going to get some rest, because we have been traveling for quite some time.
I'm on it.
So let's see what wares we have for sale. Storekeep. Interested in a little business on the side, friend? Well, we absolutely are. I've a man who swears by his grandmother he glimpsed a white wolf up in the Cloud Peak ice fields. It was but a short ways south, and she be easy pickings for a small sword. I'd pay you good money for its pelt, so it's a guaranteed sale if you go. Keep in mind on your travels. Can I interest you with anything here in my humble shop? Well, that sounds good. So perhaps we will sort of investigate locally once we finish with Nashkel, the mines rather, and see what other side quests and things there are here. So we got some things we can sell, which we will do now to help us out with our financial concerns. Some rings and some gems. We still got Landern's possessions there. Still holding on to the hope that he's going to give us some good, he or she. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I sort of get the impression it's a she, but are going to give us some good money. That neck piece that we got from that supposed noble family, 150 gold, so that is fantastic. More coin in our purse. We got some arrows, and I don't think, yeah, this guy can't identify those, but that's fine. We don't need to really worry about those right now. And he seems to have nothing really of interest, just sort of general items and things here. So we won't bother with any of that.
I'm on it.
And so this is the inn. We shall make our way. We shall make our way in to the inn.
Yes, dear.
Go on then.
If I can find, there we go.
Sorted.
It might be a touch
Oh
unladylike,
my!
but I'm gonna slit your throat, I am.
Just fancy my luck seeing you strolling here, bold as day. I expected a hunt and a chase from the description, but who am I to argue? Easy coins in my purse. May the Lord of Shadows guide you swiftly to your death. So I'm learning very quickly that inns are not a place I should be going, because apparently every freaking inn I go to, somebody's waiting to gank me. Well, so be it then, Nira. Let's see. We're definitely not going to give you any money. I don't really care why you're doing it. I can sort of gather why. So you already sort of said coins in your purse. I will defend myself if I must. If you wish to die, then attack as you will. By all means, defend as you wish. If you were to simply lay down and die, there should be no intrigue in this profession at all. It's quite the way of looking at things. So let's get into it then, shall we? We are going to rest here pretty soon, so I am going to blind her, hopefully, which will make things a lot easier. And Zar here is going to magic missile her. The rest of the party is armed with missile weapons, except my two tanks. They're going to go in. And we've interrupted our spell cast. Montserrat is feeling a bit melee, but we want him a bit missile, so we'll take him back. Did that blind actually get off? No, she saved versus spell. So we won't try again, because she's almost half dead. And she's dead. Would-be assassin. And this lady seems all up in our grill. I don't know if she's getting angry or she said something about her onions. So let's see what was on the body. We got a magical helm. We got a scroll and some other stuff that we really just don't. Well, I suppose we could sell. I suppose the armor might be worth something, but let's see. What does this scroll say? Bounty notice. Be it known to all those of evil intent that a bounty has been placed upon the head of Martuk, the foster child of Gorion. Last seen in the region of Baragos, this person is to be killed in quick order. The suspect is to be considered a formidable foe and is likely to have well-equipped traveling companions. If you notice from the previous bounty notice, this is a new line. I'm sort of being, I guess, upgraded. This offer has been extended to all appropriate guilds. Those returning with proof of the deed shall receive no less than 680 coins of gold. This also is upgraded, because it used to be like 200 when I started, and the second notice was like 300, and now I'm up to almost 700 coins of gold worth in value. As always, any that reveal these plans to the Forster Law shall join the target in thy fate. So we have successfully survived another encounter. Just gonna see, before we take rest here, I'm just gonna take a look around, help myself a little bit to some of these chests, ever so sneakily. As sneakily as a half-orc with an axe bashing open chests and things can be. Somebody is in this room, so I don't want to raise suspicions. Pretty sure if I bash open a chest right in front of somebody, they will probably notice that a little bit more than me sort of doing it in rooms by myself. I don't know if this guy is in line of sight with me. I'm just going to save. Apparently he's too drunk to care. So I'm pretty sure he could see in that room if he turned his head, but he is fixated on that fire. So we're going to rest up. Really quickly, I'm just going to double check spells. Knowing that there seems to be a dungeon crawl in our future, we'll keep Viconia with sort of debuffing spells. We'll keep Zar with artillery type spells, and he'll use armor because he has a few extra slots. I'll keep Bless and Cure Light Wounds. I'll keep my own buff, drop on Holy Might, and yeah, we'll probably keep Viconia with Curative Magics as well, and buff. Works well for me.
Go on, sorted.
Innkeeper, you should do yourself a favor and stay indoors tonight. I've heard of all sorts of weird things happening at night. Well, that's interesting because we're actually going to probably head out under the cover of night. What can you give me today? And perhaps I will have another blood wine. I will drink 3 blood wines. Volo's Blasted Review cut my business in half. I'll take him for a chat out back next I see him. So Volo, in case anybody is not sure, is a fairly large character in Forgotten Realms. Travel-y type. He may be in town by the sounds of it. If not, he was recently in town. But we are not. What's the word? We don't really care for issues like that right now. Not at all starstruck to know that Volo was in town. And off we go. Cover of night.
Right, what's this then?
So let's make our way southward. Mayor is still out and about. Who's this guy wearing the flashy life vest? What's up with that? Ooblik.
You right.
Let's talk to Ooblik. Ooblik.
And so soon.
No, say not another word. I would not think of making you wait, but a moment for your just reward. When council told me that they had procured Grey Wolf to rid the woods of the bandit Tonquin, I knew we could expect swift justice. I would not have predicted a success this quickly, but who else could it be striding into town looking as you do? Please accept this meager sum of 200 gold pieces, as well as thy heartfelt thanks for all in Nashkel. Yes, I would be Grey Wolf. That's me, alright. None other than Grey Wolf. I'll take the reward because of what I did. I'm Grey Wolf, and I deserve it. Thank you. Excellent doing business with you, Grey Wolf. We shall not hesitate to call upon you if any other thieving miscreants make their presence known. Well, that was great. We'll just continue on. We just made some gold. This is Minsk. I'm going to talk to Minsk. Minsk is actually part of the canon party, normally. Obviously, I'm not canon because I'm running an evil party, but we'll talk to Minsk. Minsk is he's a pretty funny character, to say the least. He has a hamster, Boo, which he takes with him everywhere. You can see Boo in his little photo. Minsk says, "Let us pass, strangers, for we have not much time to waste." What? Yes, I'll ask them, Boo. And I go to rescue my charge, Danaher. That's where they're going to go, I guess. You may aid in our victory if you wish. There is glory enough for all. Excuse me, but are you speaking to a rodent? Boo is my faithful animal companion, and more than he seems. Right. Oh no, I'll not follow a loon into battle. My sympathies to your friend, but you're on your own. No, maybe not. That's not my problem. I'll not risk my skin for a stranger's neck. That seems more like Martuk. You would leave an innocent to suffer while nary a twitch on your sword arm? Ah! Oh. Minsk is attacking me.
Go on then.
Minsk.
Bloodshed.
Poor Minsk. I apologize to anybody who loves Minsk, but we just literally owned him. But he started it. He definitely started things. So we'll just leave him there to think about what he. Perhaps he's just knocked out. We shall leave him there. Anything else around town? There's a little house there, and there seems to be, oops, a bigger house up there. We might investigate some of this in a little bit, but for now we are going to continue to make our way down around the mines. I'm also going to try to keep my eyes open for Captain Bragg. Something tells me that if I come across Captain Bragg, perhaps there may be a reward for his head or for his safe return. We'll have to sort of see how that goes if we come across. But we'll go to the mines, perhaps later visit the carnival as well. We did hear about the carnival.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
What's this?
Hail, and well met.
Hail and well met half-orc. Well met, traveler.
Well, that's the nicest thing anyone's called me in weeks.
We should kill that one last, Senjak. Such good manners.
Well, shit. I seem to have walked right into something, but this doesn't seem very friendly. You're welcome to try, elf.
No, there's no reason for this to turn violent. Hand over your belongings and you may yet live.
Well, I seem to only have one choice. You'll need to be more convincing than that, Brigid. 5 against our party, the odds don't seem to favor you.
You should listen to Senjak, friend. Perhaps you've noticed our associates who are even now aiming their arrows at your hearts. Raise a hand against us and they'll cut you down.
Damn. Well. We're not going to say take what you wish. If I die, I will at least take you with me. Clearly, Martuk is getting quite pissed off with being
Empty your
sort of
pockets.
confronted every
What's
turn.
going on back there?
And there are people down here getting cleaved.
This is impossible.
What is going on? And who are you?
Sanjak, Dorothea. I swore I would crush the life out of you someday.
Wow.
Today is that day.
So this guy right here, if you recall from, I guess, chapter 2 of our mini adventure, he's the guy that I bumped into in the Friendly Arm Inn that asked me to get him some ale. And here he is, Dorn.
You should be dead or rotting in a Luskan prison. How did you find us?
I'm happy to see you, Dorn. Leaving you behind to take the blame was all Simeon's idea. He's the one you want, not us.
Huh.
Just following orders is a coward's excuse, Dorothea. And I haven't forgotten what you said when I refused your advances.
Oh my. This is, lover's quarrel or something?
What advances? She would never consort with a half-orc, especially when she has me. Change, Dorn. You're as stupid as you're ugly.
Oh.
Tell him, Dorothy.
Words hurt.
Senjak was the first to agree with Simeon. He always hated you. But you know, I didn't feel the same way.
Well, she's quick to change her tune, isn't she?
Deal with what you say. Yes, of course. The half-breed brute is too stupid for that to work. Men, rush them.
You are both mewling cowards, turning on each other as easily as you turned on me. Half your men are already dead. You'll join them soon.
Wow.
It didn't have to be this way. We've beaten you before, Dorn. We'll do it again. Attack!
Well, shit. So, alright, let's see. Let's get a quick look at the land here. Why can't I scroll? I don't know why I'm stuck here.
Go on then.
I seem to not be able to scroll for some reason. Maybe all this zooming is a bad thing. We'll do that for now.
I'm on it.
Alright, so we've got... No, that still didn't move the map where I want to see. I want to see what's going on. We got Senjak here, Dorothea there. Dorn is ready to look like cleave her down. So I'm pretty pissed off with this guy. So I'm gonna get all up in there and fight him. I'm gonna pull my ranged people back a little bit. Where's Chartil? Right there. Chartil is gonna get all up in these, looks like bandits. And we shall go after Senjak, who apparently doesn't even give a shit that I'm right there. He just wants to cleave down Dorn. So, wow, Chartil just obliterated them. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, a couple of bandits. I would hope she could. Dorn is getting hurt. I'd like to talk to Dorn. So, we just destroyed Senjak. And we have killed Dorothea. You act surprised.
As a rule, I do not rely on those who fight beside me. Perhaps you may prove an exception.
Perhaps. What was the business of what was that business with those two bandits, and who are you anyway?
My name is Dornil Khan. When I was settling an old score, I've been hunting those two for almost a year now. That's 2 down and 2 to go.
When you struck them, what happened? I saw some ghostly apparition appear.
My powers are none of your concern, unless you are looking for a strong arm to join you.
Well, he certainly he certainly impressed me. Shit. They were quite impressive. I could use a man like yourself, or like you.
Wait, are you?
Oh, are you Martuk? He seems to know me. I guess my my reputation precedes me a little bit. Yes, I am he.
I've heard of your prowess. Traveling with you might help my vendetta, and my powers could certainly help you.
He seems to want to travel with me, which is great. I would definitely be happy to have him as a companion. I sort of need to figure out now who I would give the axe to, quite literally. Perhaps they would. Before I accept your aid and offer mine in return, who exactly are you looking for?
My former companions betrayed me and left me to rot in a Luskan prison. I've spent the last year tracking them down after Senjak and Dorothea. There are 2 left.
2 left. Alright, well, that sounds fine by me. I see. Betrayal cannot go unpunished. You may join me in my travels, Dorn.
Very wise. We shall cut a bloody swath across the Sword Coast.
I like this guy already. So, we seem to have lost reputation for taking him, and now we need to figure out what we are going to do. So, this is going to be a tricky situation, because if I remove Montserrat, who is so far been the one that I kind of haven't been super keen on, Zara's going to leave as well. So perhaps I will ask one of the others to sort of sit by. Oh, this is bad. I don't really know how to do this without losing more than who I want to lose. I'm going to ask... I think I will ask Montserrat to leave and maybe talk to Zara after and try to smooth things over.
It seems that this party isn't as pathetic
Where
as
is
I
Montserrat?
suspected.
He's right there. There's Zara. Actually, this might seem bad, but I've been really pissed off with Montserrat. Oh god. And I'm really sure that if I don't do something now, he's going to leave and take Zara with him. Perhaps I'm just going to
I love bloodshed.
kill him where he stands. Zara probably wouldn't take part in any of this, but the rest of you certainly should.
Get over here.
Oh god. Wow. Zara doesn't give a fuck. He totally just... I guess he doesn't care. Alright, well that saves that then. So, for story purposes, I guess, we told Montran to GTFO, and, because we only have a party of 6, apparently we can't take 7, and so, in doing so, he had some choice words for us, we cut him down, and Zaris decided to stay with us because we are, probably a better ally. That works for me. We'll do that. We'll do that. Alright, so we're going to take those boots back from Zar. Sorry, from Montran. We're also going to heal up Viconia. Zar got a little bit of a pot shot off on her before... I can't get the name straight. Montran got a little bit of a pot shot on Viconia before he went down, which further added to my rage because I, again, am sort of smitten with some of the ladies I have here joining me in the party. So we'll give the boots now to Safana. So now she is going to be our assassin-y type, perhaps, with the backstabs. Not bad scores, 50 and 55 now for moving in shadows and hiding in shadows and things. So that's pretty good. Let's loot these bodies. Perhaps they have some nice things on them. So we got a shield, some gold, plate mail. That must have been Senjak, I think. And is this? No, that's Montran. Oh, Dorn is standing on Dorothea, I think. Or perhaps this is Dorothea and that was Senjak. I don't know. So we got a Wakazikashi or something, and we've got another one, and that's magical, so that's probably money. No one in our party uses samurai sword type things. That's fine. Now Dorn has leveled up. So what is Dorn? Dorn is a blackguard. Or a blackguard, whichever way you want to pronounce that. He's a half-orc, just like myself, so that's pretty cool. Neutral evil, like myself. I could see this being a really good dynamic duo type partnership. Great strength scores, like myself. Dex, Con not so great, I suppose. Decent scores otherwise. And what is he proficient in? Two-handed weapon and two-handed weapon style. So he must be using a two-handed sword. Rancor +1. So okay, so Dorn has a magical item. So this is exciting because should we get back to that cave after our travels here are done, the flesh golems, this will hurt them. This is a magical item, so this will hurt them, which is fantastic. Looks like it's a Dorn-only sword. When Dorn holds a blade in battle, any death that it causes has a chance to grant Dorn an increase of +1 to his attack rolls, to his hit rolls for 24 hours. So that's pretty cool. It increases his stacko when he slays somebody. And it's 1d10 +1. So with 19 strength, 1d10 +1, Dorn's going to do some damage. That's pretty cool. Now Dorn's got splint mail. We picked up a plate mail, so we'll give that to Dorn. I think I have a helmet kicking around somewhere. I have this silly looking magical one. Can Viconia, can you identify that? Yep. So, Eyes of the Truth protects against critical hits, as all good helmets do, and it gives infrared vision. He doesn't really need it for infrared vision. I'm pretty sure half-orcs get that anyway, but I'll give it to him for the protecting from critical hits. And he looks a bit like a savage with that on, so that's kind of cool. Otherwise, I think that is all that we are to do here.
I'll do
We'll
it.
loot the bandit corpses, and sure enough, we have some more bandit scalps, which I'm sure, if I find the right person, those might be worth a pretty penny. We got some gems, got some more gold,
I'm on it.
and I will heal myself again, or heal Viconia rather, and then we will make our way south. No, apparently we won't. We'll make our way back. I don't know why we would have walked into this little this little dead end anyway, but I guess we did. So now we are gone to the mines.
Sorted.
Alright. So let's take a quick look around, shall we? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to level Dorn.
I will listen.
I almost forgot. Dorn leveled up. So extra hit points could definitely come in handy because he doesn't have great constitution. saves, and he gets another weapon proficiency, so that's pretty cool. Because he's a blackguard, he's not like a fighter type. I can't put any more than specialized in a weapon proficiency. So, and he doesn't have any ranged options right now. I like to have everyone have at least a ranged option. So, I think I'm going to give him proficiency in the longbow. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. So Dorn's level 3. And he's pretty close to his next level, so that's pretty awesome already. As is most of the party, I guess. 4 out of 6 of us are within 1,000 or so that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's take a quick look around, see where we're going. This appears to be a way down, or I could have went that way, I think. Yeah, probably. Pathfinding again is sometimes not this game's strongest suit. I guess this guy here looks important. He looks like he might be the guy to talk to, because I don't know, they look like they're not going to let anybody in.
Spit it out. Right, what's this
So,
then?
So you want to take a look at me mine, do you?
that sounds dirty when he puts it like that. I really don't be needing adventuring fools wandering around to be mines, especially ones that think they can tromp about with nary a thought about asking permission. You've got one day. If I see you after that, I'll have a new shaft dug for each of you. Got that? Good. You're pretty brave. Once again, though, I need to try to keep face.
I'm on it.
I'm pretty sure if I try to put an axe in your face for your rudeness, I will be attacked from all sides. So we shall make way
What's this then?
into the mine.
Stand away, citizen!
I wish you guys luck in there. Whatever's been causing all the trouble isn't something I'd want to run into. Indeed.
Sorted.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And here we are.
I'm on it.
We are in the mines.
Oh, I'm so tired.
This guy's gonna talk to us. Miner Gord. More adventures, eh? I'd leave while you still can if I were you. I've heard awful stories about what's been happening to those that go deeper into the mines. Why? What have you heard? Well, my friend Roofy barely escaped with his life. He did. Little demons jumped out of the very walls and chased him down. He'd be dead now if it weren't for the guards that came running. Of course, the guards, they're dead now. Old Roofy is around here somewhere. You ask him when you see him. What he saw, he'll tell you. Wow. Some of these, the dialogues are just, they don't make sense to me. So I read them how I think they're going to go, but yeah. So we got Roofy, apparently, who didn't have such a great time in the mines. There he is. Let's talk to Roofy, shall we?
Leave us be.
Well, what do you
There's
want?
much work to be done.
What did these demons look like? That's what I'm curious about. What did they look like? They looked like demons, you blasted idiot. Well, what's my reputation right now? 4. I mean, I'm gonna have to start doing something to increase my rep, but can I just lob an axe at him? That's great. Thank God. Nobody calls me a blasted idiot and gets away with it, so we will just kill Roofy right there. No questions asked.
Shar looks upon us with favor.
And once
Seems
again,
that this party isn't as pathetic as
because
I first suspected.
we are an evil party, the evil folk in my party seem quite happy with that turn of events, so that's fantastic. Alright, so we're just about at the end of the hour. I don't necessarily want to start the dungeon crawl right now, lest I make a very, very long video. So I'm going to conclude for now, and then the next video will pick up where we left off at the beginning of the Nashkel mines, where we investigate these demons, and consequently we should probably try to do something about our reputation. Because eventually, if I continue down the path I'm going down, I don't know if guards and things in towns will be quite happy to see me, and so we need to play a little bit smarter. But sometimes I get, I get angry when people call me names as a half-orc, and I can't help but let loose an axe or two. Okay, well, it's been fun, and thanks for tuning in. I will see you when I see you.